What? You know what?
Welcome to the Baby Lambs Podcast. 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 Welcome to the Baby Lambs Podcast.
Hi,
I'm Ashley.
I'm Lisette, and we are the Baby Lambs Podcast. Hi.
Hello.
So loud today. Excuse us, we've had a lot of caffeine as we've readied ourselves for today's episode. So welcome.
Hi. I hope that you're excited as we are to be here listening to us talk about things.
Hey.
Hey, 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 hey.
This is also our 77th recording attempt.
Yes. We've been on a roll.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally. Ashley.
Yes. Tell me.
We were talking about the weather for a minute because summer is here and it started very wet. Meaning so much rain. Cloudy and rainy. Sunny and rainy. It's cloudy and then it's sunny and then it's rainy.
Oh my God. It's been all week. I think I've seen the sun for a total of 45 minutes.
Yeah. So today is really nice because we've at least had sun for like 6 hours.
Yeah. Like, and for once we're recording and it's not raining. So I think that's a goal. We've
What if it just rains like right here, like right in front of us, but really it's a hose?
Then we're cursed.
No.
So, Lisette, what's new with you?
Oh my God. Nothing, actually. New with me. I've been going to the movies a lot. Michael and I think at the end of 2025, yes, that was the last year. We became Regal Unlimited members. Again, not sponsored. And we've been going to the movies consistently, like a couple times in a month. But in this last month, we've been going every week.
Wow.
And sometimes multiple times a week. There's a theater right by our house. And it's also on my way home from work. So it becomes really easy to like go in there and watch a movie. So in the last 2 weeks, I've watched basically all the things that are popular online with the teenagers. So I've seen Obsession. I've seen Backrooms. I watched Scary Movie 6, but that's really popular within our generation. I feel like I saw something else. What else did I see? I don't know, but definitely those three I've seen.
And you're going to the movies today, too.
I am going to the movies today. We're gonna watch Masters of the Universe.
Wow.
So let's see. So far, I've it's been a roller coaster of like I've been delighted, and then disappointed, and then what other D word can I use?
Diminished.
No, I wouldn't say
Distinguished.
diminished.
Sorry. Going through my FCAT words. Delineated.
Okay.
Delineated?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'll let you all guess which word belongs to which movie. Put it in the comments. Once you get to this part, run to your IG. So yeah, what about you?
I mean, I've been doing a lot of chilling out,
Good.
since our last episode, which I have to come on here and just say, like, I thank you so much for such a beautiful response. I've gotten so many messages from people listening to my panic and anxiety story, and it was really, really touching. And so many people had a lot of really great tips, and it's nice. And I'm glad that it resonated with so many of you. And And yeah, that's been my journey, has been just kind of like getting to know and taking care of me. So a lot of being outside. That's why I know what the weather's like, because I've been out there with an umbrella. I've been out there without an umbrella. And I've been
with a hat, without a hat.
With a hat, without a hat, with SPF. Sometimes I don't. Like, it's all... I've been taking care of me, and it's been really nice, and I'm feeling really, really good, a lot better than where we were a couple weeks ago. And reading a lot. I've been reading so much. Dungeon Crawl Carl, bro.
What book are you on now?
I'm on book 3. Wow. And I'm already about a quarter of the way through the book.
Wow.
It, guys, I know that we'll probably go on at one point about it, but when I'm finished with this series, I'm going to be like so sad. It is so much fun. And it has been like such a great distraction from, you know, all of the ups and downs that had been going on in the beginning. Now I can literally just read it and be like delighted.
Yeah.
I'm having so much fun. And other than that, I haven't really been doing much. I played a video game. What did I play? Mixtape.
Mm-hmm.
And feelings.
Okay.
Feelings, I guess, about it. I don't know.
And you've been on your new meds now for a couple weeks. So how are you feeling with that?
So right now I'm feeling good. I'm on like day, I want to say like 17 or 18 at this point. And now I'm like leveled out enough that I feel like me.
Yay.
Like I'm feeling like me again. Yay, thank you. Oh, what a series of weeks where I didn't feel like me. But I'm feeling a lot better, and it's been very good for me. Like now I know that like with meds, I guess it takes like for you to feel like the full effect, it takes like 4 weeks. Mm-hmm. So I'm genuinely like, what more can I feel now? Like once I get to 4 weeks, what else am I gonna sense, you know? But so far, so good. Meds are great. If you need them, you should take them. Okay? Just saying. It can make a world of difference.
Yeah. Sometimes there's no need to raw dog life so much, you know?
Oh. Yeah.
But good.
Yeah.
Glad. Yay. She's doing it. Yeah. She's doing the thing.
Thank you. Oh my God.
Oh man, there was something I was gonna say about what's new with me, but it is coming and has gone.
Was it your running?
Well, that's on pause. Because I've been feeling a lot of ovarian pressure, like literal like pain, after my runs. And the last time it happened, I also lost vision for like a couple seconds.
That's
I didn't say that in the car.
Didn't tell
I didn't
me
say
that
in the car. But that was something that happened, and that just told me like I needed to take a little baby break. So I've taken a little baby break. I think you know what it is. I think what has happened is I've gone from, like I have mentioned before, where like I had done a half marathon and then I stayed kind of running for a bit. Then COVID happened. I struggled with breathing and running, and then I haven't really reincorporated cardio into my workout routines. And then I was like, well, 1 mile run every day is sustainable. And I'm not adding the pressure of like I have to do an actual like full on run for a mile. I would break because obviously I'm going from 0 again to like 1. And I think I just got very like excited and in it, and I wasn't paying attention to certain signals that my body was sending. And then it sent me a very strong signal. And then it was like, okay, I will listen now. Because I wasn't like my usual tells are like my knees hurt, my shins hurt, I'll struggle with breathing, and none of those things were happening. So I was like, I think I'm okay. Like I'm enjoying my runs. I was looking, like we met up for an exercise like session together. I did my run then, like I was feeling fine, and then all of a sudden my body just started behaving differently. So it's important to pay attention to our bodies when they tell us things. You know, we're both learning those lessons, and it's fun.
I didn't think this was what Gemini season was going to be. Listen to your body, everybody.
Technically, yours started during Taurus season.
Okay, fine, fair enough.
Okay?
Yeah, okay, whatever.
Mine is chaotic. Mine is pure, like, we're doing everything all at once. And my body went, no, relax. We're doing one thing and we're going to do it well. So today was my first day back at the gym. It was really good. I had an upper body session and it was just really fun. I like going to the gym. It's really fun.
The gym is a lot of fun. And when we went to the gym last week, you had me do things that my body never did before.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt that for days.
Yeah.
Days.
Yeah.
Like 3 or 4 days. I was feeling remnants all up and down my ass and thighs.
Yeah.
To a degree that was pleasurable and debilitating. That's another good word. Debilitating.
None of these movies made me feel that way. No.
But man, the gym is great.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
It's
Even
just
when it hurts.
It's just really nice to like use your brain in a different way for a little bit, because I think for both of us having like desk jobs, it can be so easy that like we're thinking about our own things like the whole day, so there's no turn off. And then you're in the gym and you kind of can only focus on what you're doing at that moment.
Yeah.
Because if not, our aging bodies will be like, it killed me. Please don't do that again.
Exactly.
So it's been fine. It's been good.
That's good.
So in our effort to prepare for today, Ashley and I did homework.
I know, you should be so proud because we don't do that.
We don't do homework. We usually just wing it. And now that we have our producer, me, she does deserve a round of applause.
She does. Or without for us. I think it's for all of us.
Yeah, because
Mostly
we actually
Millie.
did homework. I wasn't going to do all that homework.
I was impressed when you told me that you had really done all of that. You did way more than me.
Oh, let me tell you.
Because I was
got wrapped up.
I felt a pressure. I was like, I got to watch this one video. It's going to take me forever, but I need to watch it because, but yeah. So
What are we talking about?
we are talking today about an ongoing series of calamities that are taking place in Salem, Oregon, surrounding a particular establishment, Bricks and Minifigs. And if you haven't been following this, I'm impressed that you haven't had this show up on your For You page or anywhere else. It was brought to my attention because my husband is a big Lego guy and he's been following this for a while now, but now it's like at like a fever pitch in a lot of ways because there's a lot of other moving parts. But there's I guess to begin, so Bricks and Minifigs is a franchised like store that where people can trade in used Legos or unopened Legos to make money, right? Like you can, it's meant to be like very mom and pop inspired, and it's supposed to be really good for the community. It's like an alternative to going to the Lego store.
Yeah, they're classified, I think, as a consignment store.
Yes. In this case, it was that's part of the controversy, right? And there's this family called the Mansells, who the older like senior members of the family decided that they were going to invest like their retirement money, like $30,000, into purchasing these like soon to expire and vintage Star Wars collectible Lego sets. And they've been doing that for a number of years, knowing that they would accumulate in value. And they were essentially planning to use that for like their grandkids, like to like college stuff. But then the eldest, the older gentleman, the father, I guess here, the grandfather, he started getting real sick. So the son, his adult son, decided we're gonna, let's sell these and help pay for your treatment, because the collective and assumed like estimated like not cost but like their value.
Yeah, the appraisal value of the full collection is to about $200,000. Yeah. So the idea became, and they wrote up a contract with, at that time, the current store owner.
No, the former store owner.
Well, at that time, that's what I said. Like, at that time, their current, their store owner They drafted a contract, essentially like whatever they sold, the shop would receive a percentage, but the bulk of the money would go to the family. So essentially, based on what they came up with, the profit total that they would receive would be like around $200,000. And then at some point, that store is acquired by new ownership.
Something like that. Like the former owner and her husband decide that they want to move abroad. So they contact Bricks and Mortar, the headquarters, to say, hey.
Bricks and Minifigs.
Sorry, Bricks and Mortar. Bricks and Minifigs. They call Bricks and Minifigs and say, hey, we need to, like, what do we do? We need to, like, sell off the franchise so we can leave. And they tried to work with them, and they were like, you know, like, it was supposedly, like, a very, like, chill meeting until it wasn't. And then at some point, and it's all recorded on camera, like they basically got like hostilely taken over by Bricks and Minifigs, and they brought in new ownership. And in the video that was captured inside of the store because of their security cameras, you hear them like telling the owners to leave, and that new owners were coming in. And she even mentions, because the majority of the stock in basically all of the stock in the store belongs to this family the man sells. She tells him, like, what do we do then? Like, with all of this stock, like, I owe this man money. And also part of that consignment agreement is that anything that hadn't been sold yet remains the property of the man sells. That's a big, important line item here. So, and on the video, the guy who we come to learn is one of the new owners, it basically says, that's on us. Like, we'll take care of it. It's our business now, whatever. So then, yeah.
So after that, it starts to get really messy, and I'm gonna kind of do it as like a TLDR of it all, because it's a lot. It's a lot.
Too much.
Yeah.
And there's a lot better recap, but yeah.
Yes, this is like an ongoing, essentially docuseries at this point on YouTube. The YouTuber's name is Reckless Ben.
Because basically the guy, the Mansell, the son, reached out to Reckless Ben.
Well,
or something like that.
At some point, when the new ownership pulls up, the family now feels like, well, either you pay us the agreed upon amount that's in the contract, or give us back our inventory. Long story short, the new owners are like, absolutely not. We have no idea what you're talking about. Then it just gets into this, like, they're lying. The family is now trying to figure out what to do. And at some point, Reckless Ben gets involved. And he is following now the actual legal process as to how this family can regain either receive the money that they're owed or receive their inventory of Star Wars Legos. It has resulted on multiple arrests with Reckless Ben and his crew. They have tried on multiple occasions outside of showing up at the store and then being trespassed, then being arrested. Then as part of these arrests, like, they've had to serve papers to the new owners of the store. And the follow-up to all of this is, like, also showing the corruption of local police, because these are both small towns. So where the store takes place is a smaller subsect of Salem. I think it's called Kaiser. And then where the owners live is a small town in Utah, and basically both have very small police departments. The reason why I say that is because the footage spans over a year.
It's actually been going on, I think, since 2024. Like,
okay, so
it's
2
been
years.
It's been 2 years that this man and this family have been waiting and fighting to try to get back their
the family longer.
stuff.
The family, I think this is like 2022. And there's like the 2 years where they're trying to figure out what to do. But when so with the footage that he's released and the documents that we've seen and all of that, so pause. Mike and I, when we were watching it, we were laughing because for how much time is shown in the docuseries, it's the same cops over and over and over and over again. And I'm talking about, like, let's say it's like January 2026 all the way through like May 2026.
It's always the same.
It's the same cops every time. Like if the cops get called on them like 7 times, it's the same 7 police officers every time. So it's really speaking to the corruption of the smaller police departments. And the reason why I say that is through their own way, they've acquired some of the body cam footage. They've also acquired, they also have like, they've recorded everything because they're YouTubers. So as part of all of their recordings, what they've acquired from the body cam footage and their own document and like other documentation, in the body cam, you see the ways in which the police connect with the current owners of the store, and the way that their dialogue works is very much like I scratch your back, you scratch mine. When you look at the footage of the police department in Oregon connecting with like the shop manager, it's a lot of that same like dynamic. And what has been the most interesting to me is the police keep saying, you need to follow due process, you need to follow the law. And obviously, because this has been ongoing for so long, this channel essentially and the channel members are like, well, yeah, that's exactly what we're trying to do. Because right now where we are, they're trying to serve them papers. They're trying to serve papers to the owner so that they can like take them to trial. I like to go back to the beginning of when this was acquired by new ownership, which is the owner finally speaks to Ben. And in all of their conversations, he keeps saying, well, I'm going to sue you. I have the inventory. I'm going to sue you. If I don't sue you, then do you want to sue me? Like, this guy keeps trying to, it's
bait.
like also.
He's trying to bait him the whole time. And he also tries to be like, you can tell that there's something more going on with his influence in his community, the owner, because in those conversations that he has with Reckless Ben, his story changes constantly. Because at first he's like, the inventory was never there. We acquired the store and there was nothing on the shelves. Then it turned into, we have the inventory and we're willing to return it to the family after a lot of craziness. And then it turns into, are you sure you want to get into a legal battle with me? Because I know the law and I'm very familiar with law-like things, and I will destroy you. In fact, I think at one point early on when the Mancells went to the store before they were trespassed, because they're not allowed near the store, they went to the store personally to be like, I need my Legos back. Like, even in the contract, the consignment contract included information that said there that like under new ownership they would still have to honor whatever that contract was. And when he went to the store, he's like, I want my stuff. And they're like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not going to give you your stuff. And he's like, well, you have to be aware of it. I have a contract. And they tell him there, like, listen, guy, this is what's really going to happen. We're going to, like, you're going to try to sue us, and we're going to drag this on until we bankrupt you well past the value of your Legos. Is that what you want to do? And it just got spicy from the beginning. Like like all of this was so avoidable, but it's such a deep, stupid pissing contest that this man is having with himself.
They're just having
so stupid.
He's having it with himself. But so there's an hour and a half like initial video, then there's like a 45-minute video, which is the part 2. And then they released an update yesterday, which is all of the body cam footage. And like the long and short of it is, what it's really exposing is corruption and police not knowing the law either.
Right.
Like this is like not a like big fucking standing on a soapbox about police or whatever, but it's like within the context of these videos, it is clear that they don't know the law, but as a viewer, we don't know the law.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And it is the age old like saying of when you speak to lawyers of like, it's all based on interpretation of the law, similar to the Bible, right? Like it's all based on interpretation. And just kind of seeing the ways in which these smaller communities are willing to like engage in a cover up because there is no overall supervision. Like this is not like it is unclear who's right and who's wrong and we need to listen to both sides and blah, 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 blah. At the end of the day, there is an actual signed agreement, an agreement that stipulates also that because they knew they were selling to a franchise, that if it is acquired by new ownership, like they're responsible for observing the bylines of this contract. And like, I am baffled. I am like, yes, angry because it is such a like Robin Hood type story.
Really, it is. It doesn't, and it just didn't need to be
None
this
of this
bad.
None of this needed to be this bad.
I mean, is it entertaining?
Yes.
Yes. And if you, I implore you, if you have not watched the Reckless Ben videos, we're not talking about all the stuff that he did. Like Reckless Ben, like if he were my son, I would be thrilled because he gets so creative with the law and what he can do and the ways to get attention from the company, and the ways that he's exposing them to themselves. And then this goes even up to corporate. Like the Bricks and Minifigs CEO is very much a part of this story too. And I mean, what we're really watching, because like, unfortunately, the ripple effect of this, besides the fact, yes, it is entertaining and yes, it's unfair and justice hasn't been served. And now there are other, there's now Reckless Ben is like, like everybody is still in a state of no conclusion. The worst part of this is that there are other franchises for Bricks and Minifigs all over the country. And now, because of this story, people have been like threatening other stores and making their lives hell, even though they have nothing to do with this controversy at all. I think that really what we're watching is the downfall of a corporation, because there's no way. Like, I think even one of the latest updates resulted in the owners, the owner of Bricks and Minifigs, the headquarters, the CEO, dropping the owners of that franchise. Yes, from the agreement. Supposedly, he dropped them because of the like scrutiny. Yeah, so that's come as a result.
Also, the people from this YouTube channel have also like implored the public to like not let it affect like the other stores, because they are not. Like, while yes, they have their own battle going on with the CEO of the company, they don't feel like the other stores should suffer. Like, at the end of the day, right, like there are people that work in corporate that should also not be held in contempt for this. But also on the other side, right, like this is a $400 million business. It is a fairly large scale business. And like, if it's exposing the bad behavior and the corruption that their own CEO is doing, like, yeah, sorry, you need to go down, my guy. Yeah. You should not be at the helm. Like, it is a perfect exhibit of abuse of power. From the CEO to the person that answers the phone at the police department that's in Utah. Like, the trickle down effect of all of this is just fascinating.
It is.
I cannot look away. I didn't think I was going to get so into it. And then as soon as I started seeing what was happening, because here's one thing with me. Don't fuck with old people. All right? Like, I'm sure, like, I know that there's like an asterisk to that, but for the sake of it, like, don't fuck with old people. Like, the intent behind this man purchasing this collection is so pure.
Yeah.
You know, like what this family was trying to do, it can also be seen in that same way. And the thing that makes me the most upset as a middle manager is the fact that a middle manager in this story is protecting just some despicable people.
Mm-hmm.
Like for what? For your maybe $50,000 a year? You know, like I get it. We need the money. We can do X, Y, and Z. But just seeing the way that like that person interacts with someone that they don't even know is just bad customer service. Like if I'm watching this as a business owner in that town and that person comes to me for a job, I'm not hiring you. I'm not like just from a customer service standpoint. You suck at your job.
No, and not to mention, and I brought this up when I was watching it the other day, or watching it yesterday actually, that every time they walk into the store, no matter who it is, even if it's a person that they don't, that this manager shouldn't recognize, she is always in the same crouched position on her phone. Every time somebody walks into the store, she barely even looks up at the door. That would drive me crazy as a person who runs a store. That like I literally have footage of you being terrible at your job. You have one job, and that is to greet people. And you know that we're going through a thing right now. I would suggest that you're nice to everybody who walks through the fucking door. And this is Oregon. Like, we're not.
I mean,
like, and I say that meaning that like, even in Miami, we're pretty.
We're not known for our customer service.
We're not known for our customer. We're not even known for being nice. Like, I
see it on Reddit all the time. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Why are you so rude?
I think we're the rudest city in the country. Actually, like ranked.
And every time I get off.
We have to be like number one.
I get
number
off.
2.
Why didn't you start with Spanish?
Right. And that's coming from us. Like, I'm used to rude people, but I also but even la señora, like if I walk in and she gives me an attitude, at least she looks at me sometimes.
Yeah. No, that's a difference here though. We will be rude, but we are gonna look you in your eye and essentially be like, if you want to fight, we'll fight. That's not a problem. Like we all have a story from high school, you know. And the best part is like, you know, as locals, we're like, oh, but like they came from insert country here because we're a city of immigrants. And it's like, yeah. And in those countries, we were looking at you in the face and in your eye and being like, we can fight first.
No, and we'll tell you, are you stupid? Later.
Yeah.
Are you stupid?
Yeah.
Are you a stupid person?
And you're going to feel bad.
Yeah. No, I don't know how this would have been able to transpire if it took place in Miami, because I think everybody would just it would get too heightened. Like, the things that Reckless Ben does is very funny.
Yeah.
But funny because he does it within the context of the law, and it is very creative solutions. But like here it would be like tires are getting slashed.
Yeah. Your family's been kidnapped.
Your family's been kidnapped.
Actually, we don't kidnap people.
No, we don't kidnap people.
But we're going to run you over.
Yeah. We'll run you over.
Your car's going to be on fire on I-95.
We'll take your pet. Like, we're going to.
Your Amazon packages?
Gone.
Somehow, we're related. So now I have access to everything, your entire medical file. Okay? Like, we're going to get. The way that Ben gets creative with the law is how we all get creative about
crime.
100%. Anyway, we're feeding into a stereotype.
Sorry.
No. It's fine.
I love my city.
You know, I mean, I love my city too, because I really like that was a part of it that I was watching, and I'm like, the composure with which he speaks, and honestly, all of them from the channel, the composure that they have when engaging with law enforcement. And even with the shitty shop manager and with the owners of it, like they maintain their composure through all of it. And it is all heavily documented. So there is no like ability to really say like this is hearsay, because even when there is a utilization of like generative AI, like they are telling you what they are doing. Like that was the shock to me, because I even looked at Michael and I'm like, there's no way any of us from here could have that much composure.
No, it really is.
Everybody's
incredible.
getting attitude.
But not only composure, but they still have this like sense of fun about it, where they're like, I just want to, they genuinely want to help this family. And that poor guy, I felt for him so much, because he's gone through a panic and anxiety disorder at this point. So there was even scenes where he starts like having a panic attack inside of the house. And I felt for him so bad, because I'm like, man, that I only know a modicum of what that feels like. But the fact that he would talk about like, I've had to be medicated because this has been ongoing for 9 months.
It's ruining his life.
It's ruining everyone in his family's life.
Yeah.
Not to mention, you know, what we don't know, like going with your father to treatment and like keeping your mother sane. And actually, no, the father doesn't even know yet.
No, the father doesn't know, because
the father doesn't even know.
The father had all these shares that I think he had like a health risk thing happen, and as a result of that, he cannot feel any stress. So he is not aware of anything that is going on in regard to his inventory of Legos. Like,
isn't that crazy? I mean, like it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
But I as the son, I would feel like so hopeless, and I'm glad that he was however he got in contact or however they met each other. I'm glad this is happening, because more than anything, I think that what makes this story such a like hero story is the fact that they not only is this group of people like refusing to give up, but they are encouraging along the way. Like they, I'm sure, aren't thrilled about getting arrested or thrilled that they're getting like kicked out of multiple states at this rate, but they are committed to this until the end and using their resources, and that's very generous to do. And I don't know, in a weird way, they're like little angels, and I don't know that that they know that. But it's been crazy, and the online stuff about it has been crazy. They put up among other things, they put up a huge sign outside of the store, and that's really what I think has made this a viral thing, is this big sign that basically says that we stole money from...
We steal from old people.
We steal from old people, or we stole a family's life savings and we refuse to give it back or whatever. And people from like all over the country have been like visiting this storefront where nobody is to take selfies and stuff in front of this sign.
Yeah.
That's what led to all this, because it started making the local news, and then it got caught on obviously everything else. And
so,
yeah. Crazy.
They're building, like they're getting their money to be able to pay for like legal fees and other things, because I don't necessarily want to spoil so much of it. But my favorite piece of this, so we received like this video through a friend, and then Mike watched it. And I kind of like had seen the engagement about it, but I'm like, I don't have the capacity for this right now. Like, whatever. But that night, Michael's like, okay, let me just show you some stuff. So he shows me some things, and my immediate reaction is like, this has to be satire. This cannot be real.
I know.
Like it feels too, I don't know, like.
It feels like theater.
It feels like theater. Like it just feels like
you're on
really
a pranked
good
show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like Punked.
Yeah,
like it
100%.
feels like the longest episode of Punked, and there's like 27
the longest
different like pranks.
Yes. So he then also shows me that night a separate video from this, like not from this account. And it is the CEO of Patreon. Like, so it seems that Bricks and Minifigs has asked this like Patreon to take down all of Reckless Ben's videos because of blah, 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 and have been threatening Patreon with like the same, they're using the same tactics on everybody, thinking that they are the richest company in the world. And they're like, we will sue you and you will be in court forever. And it's like the same thing from the playbook. So then the CEO of Patreon got on YouTube and was like, this is what's happening. And we will not be taking down any of these videos. So if you want to sue us, go ahead. And I said, oh, this is good. And immediately went, is this the CEO of Patreon? Because I have no idea what this man looks like. So, you know, I did a little bit of googleando. And it was him, and it is very real because I still cannot believe that, like, Michael will show me news stories, and my immediate reaction is, like, I immediately look at him, and I'm like, this is real for real? Like, this is, and he's like, honey, this is very real. Like, there is no BS here outside of what the other party is doing. And we're in it. We're in it. They're releasing new content every so often. The fact that this is coming through a random YouTuber, who, by the way, if you look at his older videos, has like a decent size of like views, but nothing compared to what they've been getting in the last 2 weeks.
No, absolutely not.
And obviously, like, his channel has continued to grow. It's then the fact that, like, his videos aren't necessarily in this type of format, but he is used to, like, infiltrating a group and, like, doing a lot of research and understanding the law and, like, a lot of that. So his videos tend to be lengthy, but this is the first time that it's been to this degree. And, like, what an amazing study. I cannot wait for the Netflix docuseries.
For real. I can't wait for the dramatic, like the dramatic retelling of it.
We won't need it. It's all documented. It's just gonna be like a playback of it.
I know, but I like wonder who's like. I want them
Chris
to like
Evans as the big cop.
Yeah, I want to see like a cast, man. Like, who are they gonna cast for these people? I don't know. It's all very exciting, and I mean, I think in order for there has to be a happy ending to this. Like, I really want the family to get some sort of like they deserve.
Yeah,
they deserve to get their money back or whatever they like, money back, Legos back, whatever the case is. They deserve their property back, what they're entitled to. Bricks and Minifigs, honestly, like the headquarters, like the big honcho company can really suck a dick because of the way that they're behaving. But that's not to say that those who run Bricks and Minifigs, individual franchisees, like the franchise owners, like I feel for those families, because like at the end of the day, like you're talking about a company that is based around Lego, which is like such a like happy, sweet, like engaging family puzzle making, like wonderful experience. Like it's such a good natured like existence, and a business like that should be more family cognizant, given that people are using it as an opportunity to like trade in different Lego sets outside of the Lego store and like expand their collections and all that stuff. I wonder if Lego has even like, not that they have to, but I wonder if Lego has had like a, hey, we know what's going on at those stores, but they don't own Bricks and Minifigs.
Correct.
So they're not affiliated, but they kind of are, because it's their product floating in there. So not that they need to make a statement, but I'd be curious to see if they're like, but obviously they're not going to, because they can't side.
That was going to be my question to you of, do you think Lego should get themselves involved somehow? Because here's what I will say.
That's tough.
I don't think that they should involve themselves in this, because like, while yes, it's surrounding their product, they are not really part of this story.
Yeah, you're right.
Now, if they decide, fuck it, we ball, depending on how it goes, like, I guess which side they choose. If you choose the side of the reckless Ben and all of that, like the Mansell family, you're going to see a big uptick in your sales.
Yeah. I mean, what it gives them an opportunity to do, I'm not a business person. I don't have an MBA. I ain't that person. But I mean, if it wasn't so messy, and it's so very messy, it could be a good opportunity for Lego to say that this is wrong and that what they're doing is wrong and help to garner further support. And then it ultimately shuts down the Bricks and Minifigs, or they say, we're going to buy out Bricks and Minifigs and make that an extension of Lego, save the franchises, like become their new boss. But the problem is, do they want to pay out to the CEO? I wouldn't want to pay out that CEO.
No.
So it's either destroy Bricks and Minifigs and then rebuild a similar business and call it whatever Lego wants to call it, and take over the space that Bricks and Minifigs left without buying out the name of Bricks and Minifigs. Like I don't know if that's already in the talks, because I have to imagine that this is a big, this is a section of their business that could, it's not going to make the most money, but it's a big part of it could easily be another branch to their company if they wanted to. But I would also be very, if I were Lego, I would be very scared. Even if I placed myself on the side of the Mancells, I would be very scared to ever pay out Bricks and Minifigs for their rights, because I think that even the Lego community has been at arms with this. They're not mad at Lego at all, but that's only because Lego, like you said, we all agree they're not complicit in this. They have nothing to do with this.
Correct.
But I know that the Lego community would be fucking furious if Lego, for one reason or another, gave a dime of money or support to the Bricks and Minifigs people. Because I don't know of any Lego fans, and maybe if you're one of those fans, you can reach out to us and let me know. I can't imagine that there's a single Lego fan out there, a true Lego fan, that's on the side of the corporation, of Bricks and Minifigs. I can't imagine that you're okay with this. I don't care how capitalist you are. You could be the most capitalist asshole there is. I can't imagine that anybody can be it's totally fine. They own that inventory. All of a sudden now paperwork is irrelevant. And $200,000 is a lot of money. But now when you're a $400 million company,
you're just being an asshole.
You're just being an asshole.
At this point, everybody's just choosing to be an asshole. And furthermore, religious assholes. Because that does play a role into the latest few updates. Fully going against the tenets of their religion and what they observe and the ways in which they should be carrying themselves and speaking. So in that regard also, shame on you. Shame on you for hiding behind your community. Shame on you for the abuse of power that you are adding to your religious community. There is no excuse to this behavior. You could have chosen the easy way and you did not. And I can't wait to see more.
Yeah.
I think the next few weeks are going to be really interesting. I feel like this corp is going to keep trying to censor this channel, is going to keep trying to censor anyone that is around him and trying to provide support. So we will see, because I feel like there's going to be a really big escalation now.
I don't think there's any other way for it to go unless they finally get their act together and they settle with the family. This is just going to become a bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger snowball. So, but we'll be here to watch, and I'm sure we'll come back to comment. I hope that, again, all rights here go to Reckless Ben and to their group, because they have everything. And it's worth a watch, guys. Pull up, get your popcorn. It's been raining a lot, not today, but when it rains again, you sit on the couch and watch this. It is worth it. It is worth it. You will not believe the twists and turns this story takes.
Seriously. I wasn't ready. I really wasn't ready. And I still can't believe it, but I can't wait. There's going to be so much more. So with that, I did add another little piece here to maybe talk about a little bit.
Okay.
Which is and I've been meaning to talk about this for a minute, but this felt like the right moment of like talking about divesting from the powers that be. A quick asterisk to acknowledge the privilege in that, right? Like the way that my life is right now, I'm able to do that. But what I mean by this is I've been divesting little by little from big corporations. You know, I think obviously if you live in the US, and especially depending on where you live in the US, we kind of like have no choice but to keep that machine going and keep big corporations going. And the focus for me becomes, how can I do this for myself? Because there was a point where we didn't necessarily need all of these companies for our essentials, for our survival. And I started with the really big one, which was Amazon. And it was great. It's great. So I'm the only person doing it in my home. You know, Michael and his hobbies kind of have like different needs and all of that. So I made the choice for myself because I was also realizing that I was spending a lot of money on like boberías, like little tchotchkes that I ultimately didn't use. And they would just occupy space. And then it's like trying to offload them, but other people don't need them. So they just end up going to waste, or like I send them to like Goodwill and stuff. But it's like, I just don't want to keep adding on to also just like having more crap like altogether. And since January, I made my first Amazon purchase this week. And when my item arrived, it was pure hot garbage. Like, I bought myself a bathing suit. I made sure, like, I'm getting the thing. When it arrived, I'm like, this is not the bathing suit I ordered. So it just like really added to my fuck these people, fuck this bullshit, because like, sure, it may be cheaper, but I'm not just gonna settle for an item. And it's also like added to other things. Like I had with Millie, I had started doing like Project Pan this year, so I'm not buying any new beauty products. I've actually gotten rid of a lot of my makeup because I don't really wear makeup anymore, and it's just sitting in my drawers, getting nasty, getting dry. And I'm like, why am I doing this? And I'm not going to buy new ones. So I've just been like using what I have and getting rid of what I've had for a long time. Where else am I divesting from? When it comes to buying myself clothes, either I shop secondhand, or like I try to buy from a brand that I know that the clothing traditionally lasts a long time for me, because I am very sweaty and live in a very humid area. And it's just been kind of nice to not think about shopping. Like, I was feeling that thing too before of like, you know, when you're prone to like shopping a lot, like through Amazon and Temu and like Shein and all of that, it's sort of like, because it's so cheap, you kind of like keep going back. Because you're just like, oh, I need this other thing. And then, oh, no, now I need the other thing. And this and this and this. And I was like, I'm done. I don't want to be part of the fucking, like, hamster wheel and, like, keeping all these things alive. And it also reminded me that, like, I no longer know how to, like, troubleshoot for certain things. And I was like, no, I got to be able to, like, regain that. Because it became too easy to, like, just buy the thing online and accepting the garbage that arrived.
That's interesting what you just said about like problem solving. And like, that's a conversation that we have a lot in my workplace, because when we work with, you know, in education with students and stuff like that, and the conversation of AI and how kids are using it, and what we've seen that's happened to students is this idea that we have a lot of conversations about this generation and how this generation has grown up lucky to have access to so many additional resources and instantaneous satisfaction when it comes to like ordering stuff online or asking a chatbot to help, write their like statement of purpose or whatever. So like there's another like secondary, tertiary like resource that they are able to use that has prevented them from being able to conceptualize how they could get around and find solutions to problems without it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I found it interesting that you were like, I need to regain my ability to go out and source items. And also I imagine it's a little more like treasure hunting than it is looking for like a specific look or a specific vibe. Like that is something that has been lost through like online shopping overall, because people have been using online shopping as a way to cultivate or like curate specific looks, when there's this beauty and fashion that comes from the creative interpretation that you have on a piece and the way that you wish to utilize it on your body, or the way that you wish to, design around it for self-expression. And I think that comes more freely when you are looking at like, these are the only things in my size, or these are the only things in, like I am looking, like I feel like I need something pink. And then you're like, oh, I hadn't thought about a texture on that pink, or I didn't think about a floral on that pink. That changes the way that I interpret the thing I'm trying to build. And that is a skill that is being lost amongst this generation, sadly.
The way that I'm doing that, because, okay, something that has been like sold and repackaged and resold to us, especially like as women, I feel, is this idea of like, I'm going on a trip, therefore I need a whole new closet. Or voy a la esquina and then now I need new shoes. Like it's date night, I need a new shirt, like that whole thing. And I was like, first of all, bitch, you don't have that much space. Enough. Like basically me trying to get things in and out of my closet is like a full upper body workout. Literally that's how I would feel. So I know, like, I haven't been shopping for like just an event in a while, but it's a constant practice to what you're saying, because then it also, like, as a person that very much is an impulse shopper, it's very easy to start feeling like, oh, I don't have anything in my closet. But then then the other thought that pops in my head now is like, bitch, you don't even know what you got in your closet. Like, go take a look. So, I obviously, like, I've had the practice of cleaning my closet out, like, every few months at home. Same thing for my drawers, all of that. So I am like a slight minimalist when it comes to my closet. But now I heard of an app that I started using, which is called Index. So when I take a picture of my clothing item, it automatically converts it into a vector so that I can build outfits on there. And like the practice has now become, if I cannot build an outfit, whether it's on the app or just like I take everything out and I put things together, then clearly I'm not going to use that item. It's just like making different things become more essential before I make the decision to spend money on it. And I know that Michael's listening to this right now being like, that's what I've been saying the whole time. That's exactly what he sounds like, by the way. If you've never heard Michael, that's exactly what his voice sounds like. I nailed it. So, I'm going to a wedding now at the start of July, and I have 3 dresses at home. I don't have shoes. So I have to decide now if the dresses that I have at home are appropriate for this wedding, if they fit, if they match my current vibe and all of that, because I know that I have to spend money on shoes. I've gotten rid of all my heels. So I need at least one pair of heels that I can do a little event/work when I need to. But it's just like, it's made me use my brain differently when it comes to consumption. And it's very nice to like kind of feel like, okay, well, first of all, I'm not spending nearly as much money as I was before, which is great. But it's also like, I'm not as quick to spend my money. you know, and there is a bit more forethought into it, because the other part was the realization that being being conditioned now to being on our phones all the time also means that we're visiting the same apps all the time, which a lot of them now just have shopping components in it.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that makes, and I promise there's a through line, one thing that makes me really uncomfortable is gambling.
Mm-hmm.
And now there's also this like uptick in gambling, and I'm seeing it in everything, right? Like you can place bets on everything, everywhere, at all times. And like, it's even now in some of the shopping apps that exist, where like you'll get an ad for like Poly Market, or you'll get an ad for like something of the sort. And I'm like, I just don't want to experience that. It just gives me like such a big ick. Like every time I'm around people and they're just like talking about how much money they're spending on like, oh, did this player breathe or not? Bet $50, and they're bragging about their $50 that they spent on air.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out. I'm out. But it's really like around this thing of, oh, I've just gotten to know of blind boxes and gambling. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. As a person that loves blind boxes, yes, yes. You know, you love them. I love them. Like, they're great, but it's also being like, also now a blind box. I'm going to say the following. As a person that used to go to Kid Robot all the time, a dunny would cost you $3. If I were to spend money on a dunny now, it's at least $20. Going to any of these shops, like Miniso and whatever, like $17 for something that's like 2.5 inches? I can't. Like, so I'm in that, you know, I'm trying to reset my relationship with how I spend money, but also what it boils down to is how I spend my time.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've developed a lot of wonderful hobbies, but I haven't still fully mastered the hobby of not being on my phone so much. So also realizing what icks I'm getting
Mm-hmm.
is really good. And honestly, it's a constant practice. And for people that want to join, like, tell me how you got off your phone. Tell me how you started divesting. Where are you investing? Like, what is driving how you spend your money? You know, like, where is that impulse going now? Because I'm in that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in that. I'm enjoying this, like, I'm calling it my reduce, reuse, recycle period.
Mm-hmm. Captain Planet.
Captain Planet, yep. Always and forever. Took that shit to heart. So I'm excited. I'm excited about it. I very much believe in the power of the people. And if we all decided to divest little by little and invest in other things, we would likely be able to see the change that we're asking for. And this Bricks and Minifig story very much applies to that.
Yeah. I like the way you tied that together. Wow.
Sometimes she uses her brain. What? Wow.
Not the chime.
Wow.
God. No one will make fun of you more than your producer. I'll tell you that.
Good
Fucking
for her.
Anyway.
Oh my gosh.
Is there anything else you'd like?
So with that,
this is our new segment.
well, it's not so new anymore. We've done it a couple times.
Have we done it more than once?
Yeah. Oh, girl, you were in crisis.
Oh God. Yeah. So, all right, fine. Welcome.
It's our first time. This is the first time we record this. Yeah, think.
Pero
how is it crickets? We were laughing.
no,
we made a joke.
No, there's nothing in there. I get it. All right. So, what is this segment called?
It's called Grow Up, Bro.
Grow up, bro.
Grow up.
So you have a. This is where we talk about petty grievances or, things that are not really that importantly awful, but they are in the moment and they are worth mentioning.
Yes, like a slight inconvenience in your day. Like, one of those where you dropped a pencil and then you go pick it up and then you drop the pencil again. So then you go pick it up and the pencil falls again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Basically that. I'm not saying it because it's happened to me. I'm just like, I just feel like that's a good example.
It is. It is.
To you. So my grow up bro moment of the last few days has been growing up. It has been growing up.
Preach.
And it has come via music.
Oh.
Okay. So I went to lunch yesterday. It was a work lunch. And I went to a new restaurant. It was delicious. Had a great time. But I kept listening to what was playing. Because of the first song, I was like, man, I feel like I know this song, but like I can't pinpoint it. And then it just started playing like indie hit after indie hit after indie hit, like from the late 00s to the early 10s. And all of a sudden, The Killers' Romeo and Juliet started playing. Immediately followed by Camera Obscura's, it wasn't French Navy, it was Tears for Affairs. And I was like, are these motherfuckers playing oldie station? So I did ask at the bar what station they were playing. And it was an oldie station. And the station played nothing but the finest oldies from the 00s and 2010s. And it hit me like a ton of bricks. Like I keep having that like ice bucket drop on me and it keeps happening with music because I'm like, oh, like remember when we went to this concert, this, that, the other, and I'm like, that concert was 15 years ago. Oh, that concert was like 20. Oh. And it hasn't it's like the stunted, like I keep thinking that I'm like 27 in my mind, but I'm not. I'm 37, and that's a long time in between, and that these things are no longer as popular. And I'm using it as my grow up moment because it's like very obviously time passes and you have gotten older, and what is part of your nostalgia is the oldies. Like Back That Ass Up is considered an oldie. Yeah. Whereas for me, I'm like, oh, I'm in high school. Let's go.
Oh my God. Speaking of high school, I was eating breakfast this morning at a restaurant, and we were sitting at the bar, and they had, those signs about like underage drinking. And it said, if you are under the 8 and you will not be served alcohol if your birthday was after 2005.
Do you want to say why?
Because that's when I graduated high school. It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
Oh.
It's so sad.
If our listeners can put one and one together, that's how I view this year. Because this year would be my 20th year high school reunion, but it could also be the year, like I could have a 20-year-old child.
Yeah.
With my husband.
Yeah.
So if you put one and one together, that's what that tells you.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh God.
Like time is crazy.
Time is
like my niece is starting grad school in the fall.
Oh my God.
My niece is 23. I remember her being a baby. Damn. Yeah, it's
Yep. It's a cruel, cruel beast.
And every time this week that I've been reminded about how old I am, it has been because of the Killers.
Why? Why do they keep showing up?
They just keep showing up in random things. Like, I found out that they have a song in Masters of the Universe. Then I was watching. There was the Champions League, like the soccer game that happened last Saturday. They were the opening performer, and they only played their oldies. It was the equivalent of seeing Aerosmith
my God.
20 years ago. Like that's what that felt like. It was seeing Red Hot Chili Peppers perform on the Super Bowl. Like that's the feeling I got. See, I was like, oh, I'm as excited about this as my dad was about seeing the Red Hot Chili Peppers perform in the Super Bowl in like 2007 or something. And to make it better, that my dad was my age at that time.
Yeah.
Like this current age at that time. So anyway, what's your grow up moment, Ashley? Because I'm just gonna keep feeling older.
Well, my grow up moment is taking drugs.
Ooh.
So I've mentioned already more than enough about my journey here on different medications and such. And something that has been like one of the things that has been like not a trigger, but it's been like this fight that I've been having with myself about like having to use these resources in like pharmaceutical drugs has been the fact that I have to take them, or that I am, like that I don't have the control to not take them, like in the sense that I need them. I need them. And I've been so resistant. Like I've been very consistent with taking the things I need to take, but I do it super begrudgingly. And for a while I was like, you know what? I know I can't sleep, but I do have like, I have to tough it out because I need to like get control back. And it was driving me nuts because I wasn't sleeping, and then I would like wake up in the middle of the night all panicked and like I had like whatever. So one of the things that I for a long time have not done in a minute has been like THC. It's not because I never have done it. I have plenty. I was in my 20s too, okay? And we went to school in Florida. Yeah, of course. I've had drug dealers. I've had to go to their houses, and they had tattoos
and have awkward conversations.
And have awkward, like I lived the life, okay? And well before there were like you could go to a store.
The Disneyfication.
And I have been very resistant to taking it because sometimes it like makes me feel like paranoid and whatever. So it's not like I don't have it available to me. I have it available to me, but I've been like intentionally like, no, I'm not taking a single more chemical into this body unless you're going to have to peel it. You have to put it into my mouth while it foams. Like I was so like,
while it foams.
I've been so fucking hard-headed about taking anything. Whatever. I finally was like, fine. I will take 2.5 milligrams of THC. And 2.5 wasn't enough. I'll be honest, 2.5 wasn't enough. But I will say that once I have started adding THC to my nighttime routine, it has changed my life. Like I've been able to like actually rest and actually sleep and stay asleep. And I'm sure that has to do with a lot of other things, like, like other chemicals are moving in other directions and whatever. So there's a settling down of a bunch of other things. But I was so stubborn about taking THC in the first place that putting it back into rotation, I was like, I'm so fucking stupid. I should have just taken the 2.5 milligrams. I should have tried it first instead of just like accept that, like, maybe right now is a time when I really need them. So
to be fair,
that's it.
Went through a lot of changes at the same time.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that like this was the one that you were like, I need a minute.
Yeah. I was very, very like, I hate that I don't have like that I can't just like do my same old to like get my head out of this space or whatever. And now I'm like, who cares? Take a gummy and like look at a tree,
rest.
bro. Like,
Yeah,
fucking chill. So yeah, drugs are bad, and good, but take them if you need them. But
talk to your doctor.
Talk to your doctor. Okay? Talk to your doctor. All right?
Talk to your parents, not me.
I'm not saying do drugs. I'm just saying, like, some of us need them, and you should talk to your doctor. Okay? All right. That's all I got.
I think that's all we got.
I think we've talked enough.
I think we've talked so much. Honestly, we could also keep talking more.
Yeah.
But we won't do that to you all. So we hope you've enjoyed this episode, and we will see you soon.
Bye.
Thanks for spending this time with us. If you love this episode or were just here for the sass, either way, please follow, rate, and share. Find us on Instagram and TikTok at Baby Lambs Podcast.
Before we head out, we want to thank a few people who helped make Baby Lambs Podcast possible. Thank you to our producer, Millie Martin, for keeping everything running smoothly behind the scenes, Daniel Acosta for creating our intro and outro song, and Janabelle Art from Tiger House Tattoo for designing our logo and giving us an identity. We couldn't have done it without you guys.
Welcome to the Baby Lambs Podcast. Welcome to the Baby Lambs